Hey everybody, and welcome back to more Let's Play Super Metroid. I'm your host, Pick'em72, and we're back here in the depths of Norfair, where we ended in the last episode. Taking out red cactuses, and we're gonna go explore what's down here in this store. And, once you know it, we got a mini-boss! Meet Crocomire! Pretty much, this fight is one big game of tug-of-war. Pretty much he's trying to push you over to the left, where a big spike wall waits, and you trying to push him over to the right, where his ultimate demise shall await him. Pretty much you just gotta shoot him with missiles or super missiles when he opens his mouth. Or miss, if you're good like me. Obviously super missiles will put him back a little bit more. But you may want to save them for a little bit. Like I'll use them right now, and obviously he moves back a lot farther. And whenever he does his hand thing, he's gonna be shooting these little balls of stuff at you. Alright. So, over there is a bridge. And that's what we gotta get him on top of. And then going completely over it, he dies! Look at him die! Ha 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 ha! Oh god! Oh god! His skin has fallen off his skeleton. I am a terrible person. I've completely and utterly destroyed this creature. I had no business killing it. I just walked into its home and started shooting it. It didn't do anything to me. Who's the real villain here? Are the space pirates bad, or am I the bad one? Am I killing innocent creatures? I just don't know. I mean, that's how I feel about Crocomire. He's like, hey man, I'm just protecting my house. Why you gotta be all attacking me and stuff? And oh god, this fight's not over. The boss music's playing. Well, the mini-boss music. And the screen is shaking, and the spike wall's coming toward us, and oh, it's just Crocomire. He's dead skeleton. Now we get health and stuff. Still, gruesome. Alright, moving on. Here, in deep, Norfair, we got another one of these stations with, 5 enemies that spawn, letting us get a lot of health and ammo restocked. And then over here, this right room, we got another save point that we might as well use. Alright. And now, a little sequence break you can do here is to get up here without swinging on that guy in the ceiling, just by jumping on that platform. And in this store, you'll find a Power Bomb expansion, which will officially give us the Power Bomb weapon, which is going to be very useful for fighting a whole bunch of expansions, because a lot of things are blocked off by Power Bombs. Now, that's not the first Power Bomb expansion the game developers intended you to get, because you're supposed to have Power Bombs before even accessing this place. But, since I like doing the game my way, I was like, well, screw getting the Power Bomb when you want to, I'll get it when I want to. And I will be explaining where you're supposed to get the Power Bombs for the first time, but it's in a really stupid location. I'll talk about that once we get there. Here we have more of these 5 respawning guys, for more health if you need it, and an auto missile tank. Pretty nice. Man. I know this game, like, pretty much by the back of my hand, but even so, it still gives us a nice feeling of exploration, just going around fighting these, missile tanks. Like, this room is just like, there's acid coming up and down on the floor, but it's like, whatever. I'm just gonna go and get this missile. It's just one thing about this game, the atmosphere is really good, the music really complements each, area, and, I feel it's, really good in that respect. Now here we have, we want to get rid of all these fly creatures, and then use our newly obtained power bombs here to clear away on any of this debris, giving us ability to speed boost up like that, and completely mess up what we were supposed to do. Well, not what we were supposed to do, but what we can do. Here you can do a speed booster, and then jump and turn around, and you wall jump there to get this missile tank, which is supposed to need an item that we're about to get in order to actually get. Alright. And because I'm OCD and such, I feel the need to go over here and get all these pink spaces. Because all spaces must be pink. If it's not, it's not right. It's not right. You're not completing the game. It's not 100%. Even though the game says it is. It won't be 100% to me. What am I even talking about? Anyway, so you do a speed booster jump to get into this room, and this is where you get the grappling beam. An item that we've been pretty much skipping every use of through wall jumps. But once you have it, it actually makes things a lot easier. You can also open doors that are blue for some reason. Here we have water that obviously slows you down. So, gotta use some Grapple Beam to get over that. And this should use a few puzzles with the Grapple Beam, like here you need to jump as high as you can. Then, Grapple Beam up to get up here. Here again, I'm gonna be falling down and kind of spawn camping these guys until I shot them too early, and now their energy is kind of destroying me down there, and I can't get it. Yeah, make sure you kind of wait for them to actually appear before you shoot them, because or else it's gonna do what it did. Alright, so moving on. Just gotta use the Grapple Beam, shoot back and forth. If you want all the rooms to be pink, you gotta go down to this pit for these enemies. It's dumb, but you can deal with it. And I keep thinking B is the jump button from Metroid Prime, but no, this is a 2D game. A is the jump button. Silly. Mind. Anyway, so now with the Grapple Beam in tow, we never have to come down to this area ever again, which is good. Now, I'll just show briefly, you can Grapple Beam off these guys, and that's how you're supposed to get the power bombs, but I was like, screw that, I'll get it early. And you need to get it early, or if you couldn't clear the debris in the one room, then you couldn't do the speed booster thing. And that was obviously good. And that's another thing I like about this game. Kind of off on a tangent, but I don't know if the developers intended this, but the way it's set up, you can just kind of do mostly whatever you want in this game. Besides, like, go to the final boss at the beginning of the game, obviously. But you have a lot of freedom in the game. Just go where you want, get what are they called? Expansions whenever you want, and you can go the long way if you want to, like I just did. Because why not? Alright. On a more serious note, we're just gonna traverse this big old room using our trusty Grapple Beam and get this missile tank. And it's right next to a super missile door blocker thing. And if you remember from a few episodes ago, there was a door blocker thing at the bottom of the main chamber, and as it so happens, that was the very same, and we're back in the main chamber with these things. And now, finally, after being in Norfair for so long, we can finally open up this door, because power bombs open yellow doors, or orange doors, or whatever you see. And we get a map station, which is almost completely pointless considering we made most of it pink already. But as you can see, there's still a few areas we need to go check out. So, why don't we do that? Starting with the newest one, which is in here. Now that we have the speed booster, this running puzzle is just go past that, and we'll be going through that power bomb door momentarily. You want to actually go over here first, because in here if you scale up this room and look to the right of the room, you notice that there's some enemies coming out of a little hole in the wall. So, that if there's enemy coming out of the hole in the wall, that's usually somewhere important. Again, another thing the game teaches you. It's not like, oh hey, there's a secret in here. It's like, no, there's enemies coming out of here, so obviously there's something important here. Like the ice beam, for example. So the ice beam in this game works. If you've played the original Metroid, where the ice beam will freeze the enemies every other hit, this is not like that beam. This beam works in a much better way than that. It does damage up until the final hit of the enemy, and then it will freeze it on the final hit. And it also freezes enemies like these, which cannot be taken damage regularly, but can still be frozen. So you can't actually kill those enemies, but you can't freeze them at least. Alright, so now we want to fall down here. Now we want to go open up these power bomb passageway that we saw before, and give us access to down here with all these enemies. Alright. Also, the ice beam does add some power to your shots, as well as making it blue and have a new sound effect. And oh god, this room. This room is very annoying. I didn't really get a chance to show it off. It always takes me by surprise when I enter this room, but pretty much, you're gonna be jumping up on these, you wanna go back up to the top of this room, if you want to, use these disappearing platforms to get up, which you can briefly jump on, right when you land on them, and it is really finicky and kind of nerve-wracking, especially like that. And come on, please. Can we just get up so I can at least show them what we're trying to do? Alright. So, no! Come on! From this, no! The platform I keep failing on is the most important one. Come on! This can't be entertaining. Alright, here. There's a missile pack there. So, that's why this room is so annoying, because you gotta scale all the way up there to get that, using these annoying platforms. And even if you use wall jumps, the missile pack is so close to the top that it wouldn't, you wouldn't be able to break out of the wall jump in time to shoot it and collect it. It may be useful to actually scale the room, like, I think you do this wall jump, it's probably faster and quicker to actually do this, but you have to use the platforms to actually collect the missile itself. So there's no avoiding these annoying ass platforms. There! Got the missile pack. So that may take a few tries, as it did for me. But, what can you do? Alright, so now, heading in here. We got a tunnel. And since there's nothing standing in the way, we're just gonna zoom down the tunnel! Destroying everything in our path, going over that bridge and... Oh hey, we're back in Kakamara's room. Look at that. But since we're here, we might as well head back this way. And head back into this room, which if you remember is a energy refill room. And then through here. And we can now use the Grapple Beam to avoid all the damage that would be otherwise collected in the lava slash spikes. Well, most of the damage, unless we're bad at jumping. Oh my god, get up there! Thank you. Then you can open this door from this side, even though you could probably open it from the other side with the wave beam. And then we have this door over here. So we head inside. That's lava down there, so we can't go through that, obviously. And we just head over here. We'll find that it's Ridley's face! We found his hideout, guys! But unfortunately, there's lava and such standing between us and the hideout. So unfortunately, at least not for a while, we're not gonna be able to actually go back and get into Ridley's hideout. Also, a good thing to note about these round face enemies is that they what I'm trying to say, they always drop a power bomb should you need it. So, pretty nice thing to note. I'm gonna quickly stop in here because I know this is a B-stock room and I want to get that health back. And I did it again! I spawned them too quick, or killed them too quickly after their spawn. Nah. Come on. Quickly. Alright, this should be the last, just to make sure. Alright. So, heading back up. This puts us back into the bubble room. And you want to head left from the bubble room. Over here. And through this tunnel that I said we couldn't go through, but now we can because we have the speed booster, so we can just kind of go through everything. Go past this save point, and once again we're back in the main chamber. And so now we've really done everything we can do in Norfair as of right now. So I say we head back up this elevator into Brinstar. And I also say we call that episode for now. That seemed like a pretty good length. So next time on Let's Play Super Metroid, we're going to be returning into Brinstar and heading up the big shaft we fell down a long time ago. This shaft right here in the middle of the screen, you can see it. So look forward to that. See you guys then.